Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman. My name is Dr. Frank Amwakohine. I was born at Kolebu. My mother comes from Nsuta Eshiefu. Her father comes from Mampong Ashanti. My dad comes from Nsuta Kwaman. His father comes from Drobonso. By the matrilineal pattern of inheritance, I'm from Nsuta Eshiefu. I began my school from Kwaman SDA Primary School. From there, I moved to Ogwa SDA, Daban SDA, Pipayasi SDA, Buenim SDA, Aguna SDA, all in the primary school, and settled at St. Monica's Primary School in Ashanti Mampong, where I completed my basic education. From there, I moved to St. Monica's JHS for some few months, then moved to Anglican JHS for some few months, then finally settled at St. Andrew's Junior High School, where I completed my BCA. Mr. Chairman, from there I proceeded to the Osei Senior High School, where I pursued science, completed in the year 2008. Then from there I moved to the University of Ghana, where I pursued Bachelor of Science in Biomathematical Science in the first year. Second year I moved to Bachelor of Science in Medical Laboratory Sciences. I completed in the year 2014. In the year 2016, I had the opportunity to pursue Bachelor of Science, Bachelor of Medicine and Bachelor of Surgery, where I completed also in the year 2020. After I completed, I had the opportunity to enroll in the Doctor of Medical Laboratory Sciences program at the UDS. From there, I completed in the year 2023. In the same year, I also enrolled with the Accra Business School to pursue a Master of Business Administration program, a generic option. I've been in student leadership. I was president for University of Ghana Allied Health Students Association. I was president for National Health Students Association of Ghana, and by virtue of that, I was member of the National Executive Committee of NUCS. I was chairman for the NUCS at 50 Central Planning Committee. From there, I became the president of the National Union of Ghana Students. Right after NUCS, I entered into mainstream politics, where I ran for MP in the 2020 general elections, but I was unsuccessful at Mampong constituency. In the year 2022, I ran for regional secretary for the NDC, which I won, and I'm currently serving as the regional secretary for the National Democratic Congress. Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you.
And I always choose to engage with the youth on social media. Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman. I'm going to work closely with Menchia and the Transition on the High and cocoa families on the High. I would work closely with the cocoa board so that we can lobby and get much of the cocoa routes into these areas. And again, work with the sector minister for routes in order that we'll be able to get the needed development in all these areas where their efforts, especially in farming, contribute significantly to the economy of the Ashanti region. Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you. I will proceed to give the floor to Alasan Umar, Honorable.
Thank you, Chairman. Mr. Nominee, congratulations, and I wish you well. I believe you will be the first youthful face to handle such a very important region and the Golden State. And I don't have much than to wish you well so that our party too will grow. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you. May I give the floor to Honorable Hajia Ladi Ayamba.
Be an armchair regional minister and let the party go down again in the Ashanti region, and that you would work hand in hand with all stakeholders for the party and for the region and for the whole of Asantiman to know that yes, we are, and that we will continue to work hard. Otherwise, I wish you all the best in all the endeavors that you will be facing, and may Allah bless.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman. So, as the Honorable Member rightly put it, I'm very youthful, and I represent the youth in governance, and I have that responsibility of making sure that I make a stronger case for the youth. I want to assure Mr. Chairman and the House that I was regional secretary and I wasn't armchaired. I moved around all 47 constituencies. Some I spent as much as 3 days over there. I want to assure the House that I wouldn't be seated only at the RCC. I'll move around to make sure that the work is done and done well within the various municipalities and assemblies in order that it will be a good example to involve the youth in governance subsequently. Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you. I recognize Honorable Dr. Nana Ayu Afriye.
Honorable Chairman, it's not mischief, but it's interesting that I'm going to ask Dr. Makohene questions. I would say Dr. Makohene is consciously NDC, but it's my product politically in students' politics. Yes. If you have a son who differs with you ideology-wise, you always grow him. And I'm very happy to see somebody I've fathered at student level being appointed to the region. Dr. Makohene, congratulations.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman.
Dr. Makohene, the first one is, with that solemn level of tolerance which I have known you and encouraged you, are you ready to take the fire of dissent as far as the development of Ashanti region is concerned? From this time around, you as a regional minister and me as an MP wanting the best for your region, are you ready for that?
Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman. Yes, constructive criticism is part of leadership and governance. And as you rightly said, you well trained me within the Students' Front. Mr. Chairman, the honorable member is the first NASAC president, and I was the 10th NASAC president. And though ideologically we differ, we joined forces to make sure we build and rebuild the Students' Front. And I want to assure Mr. Chairman and the House that with that tolerance and that ability to accept dissent and divergent views, I'm going to ensure that when given the nod, I'll work hand in hand with all political parties, every person within the region, the old, the young, in order that collectively we can build Ashanti region and move the region forward. Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman.
The MPP stop spreading fake news from the Flagstaff House. We know the Bawumia campaign admits J.D. Mahama will win the December 7 elections. The NDC is not complacent. J.D. Mahama is focused on winning with 2/3 majority in parliament. MPP fixed Dumso and the economy. Yes.
Now, let's deal with line 1. Line 1, first sentence.
No.
At the time you wrote this, was there any such place called Flagstaff House?
Mr. Chairman, it is only by the good nature of President Mahama that his administration has sustained the name as Jubilee House. Otherwise, by now, the name would have been changed to Flagstaff House again. We all knew the place as Flagstaff House. So if you are referring to the seat of the president, that is Jubilee House, then that was referring to the Jubilee House. But everybody knows in this country, and this is not an official document. This is social media. If I write Flagstaff House, everybody knows exactly where I'm referring to.
Dr. Edward Kofi Appiah, you are on oath. I'm asking you a very simple question. That from this post, was there any place by Flagstaff House? If you want to say that you were referring to Jubilee House, say so.
Yes, I was referring to Jubilee House.
Very well.
Mr. Chair, but isn't it interesting that the 2/3 majority in Parliament, okay, is something that if I discuss today, I must be a very good poster. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Very good poster indeed.
Chairman, if you are encouraged by what the nominee would want to veer into, and I take him there, don't again say that time.
Well, amadi share emamu nyina ajo ba Kessben television so na ene eye ebrada edu brada enwumre sei na bono nwotwe a na onim se adwenkyere dwumadi na yede ebrel live on Kessben television your multi TV decoder so DSTV channel 364 Gold TV channel 121 Facebook live bia bitimi so atenka we adwenkyere kemame ka be memo ni omo no obi kan na wo so a kyere wadwen yenara sase nie abode ne maye moja na nanu hwegu nyare to ho maye edume ne osusie baby ato aso nimde ntra so kotokra na ne apeseme nkumenya edi ebra mu dem ama yasase udo atom se iti omai sebeye senye ye se na ho se omanfo ayetiman ne mu no ye bra na ebekire iti abraba me no mienu bo abraba omo ato abade tumi na sa wonsa omo bo no ena ebekire se Ghana beye ana se enye ye tenyumre se yetrasa ne ehwe amanyosem sede aba ya to omampani na be mu asoafo wayi wo mo ene mrasha badwafo so ato aba ma wo no nse ya wo ye de aboa me no mienu se bedie ya setre mu no ene ho nsem ena ye kan ifi sabre kobo nondu ene entra na enwene nsem a efa Ghana ho meden de Kofi Appiah brepem mo de abadwafo di betudwa na ho wo mo so ene mo di dwuma ene enwumre yi na ene ye be have vetting committee abayeku a mrasha badwafo mu a omampani mu obi di bia sesoafo a omotrase na omunu no na omubusa no nsem ehunu saso ye na wo kro no wonim de ekoso ho na dwuma no so wonim de wetimi aye ana na omabadwuma pa se ministers do no akọ amiaje omatom na otwi manura na santemantam soafo Dr. Frank Amakohene okoye na ono so kotrase a enu no mfie eduasaman 34-year-old man ya ho asantemantam a ono ni nipa osu a obeda asantemantam ya no enra busa doctor say paramount chief say na wa asantemantam when de wantimi hunu but enya de enwa service nipa bebere busa omo a omo ntimi hunu paramount chief dodo a wa asantemantam ntuma efura no ye na efe kire sampa o ya asantema de hye kronkron pa na semo o kan na mabegyafo hu se we abranti ape na wasi so na enso onim de ya osua de medical doctor by profession na he said ye osuku mu nyina ode no wura amanyosemu o ye student leader no nam so be ye regional secretary ma NDC asantemantam ene mampani abondin so me ye asantemantam so afo a mo gidie se adwuma no obey obetimi aye o connected wa asantemantam mampo hima asantemantam NDC Jumtani Rogers Andrews Rakis Bodi Mensa mampani abondin se onko na National Pension Regulatory Authority ano penifo bebre na chikoy ensemo a ode tu dwane benya bre na yedi nyina nkomo ibana amakofi bo a ono so yeso afo behwe esase eni mo ajapade so ono so koy ono so ebusa no se wona mampani man last state of the nation address so ka say mampani ye pharaoh na Moses kachre Israel for se Misraimfo amuhu one no muhu obi oda na o se o Mr. se mankani ya mo fa nchebe mum se de ne wo Ghana fo adwene mu no eno ka ye kotie ma no amakofi bo a ebra no nyamfo Frank no don prede pem no se apani ene wo peso ye minister na sa asem okatie amampani no ne kwan so a okai asem okai no ene ma speaker of parliament abamba be no peso ochia Rebecca Kufuado first lady beautiful Rebecca beautiful guys Jawasem you sit down allow him to say anything then you want to come and greet me it is right busa him no ko bu a no say wan kan yi a it is regretted into the see betting and right
and all the regulatory things that will make the downstream petroleum industry work.
Leader, come with me. If I'm not sure you have the Hansard parliamentary debate. I have Hansard Friday, 3rd January 2025. And with the permission of the chair, I want to quote extensively your words. Deputy Minority Leader, Mr. Emmanuel Kofi Appiah. Mr. Speaker, I am grateful for the opportunity to thank His Excellency the President for the message on the state of the nation that he has just delivered. Mr. Speaker, I need to remind you that the people of Ghana have already given their verdicts on the true state of the nation, and you got a good cheer for that. And that verdict was very clear. Economic hardship, huge debt, overhang, high youth unemployment, hopelessness, and more. We have come to the end of the road for what has been undoubtedly the worst government under the Fourth Republic. And you got a good cheer for that. Mr. Speaker, this abysmal record was confirmed on 7 December 2024 when the people of Ghana returned the most overwhelming and emphatic vote of the rejection of a government ever witnessed under the Fourth Republic. There should be calm. I have engaged you extensively on this matter. It was a very emotional moment for a president who was exiting. And you know that it was not all hopelessness under His Excellency President Akufo-Addo. You have spoken in admission of some of the high things President Akufo-Addo did, the free SHS and many others. Sitting in this chair now, the benefit of hindsight, and reflecting deeply, would you say that these words were harsh on the outgoing president? And when you are given the opportunity, you will retract some of them in part and apologize unreservedly.
Thank you, Chairman. Chairman, I have enormous respect for President Akufo-Addo and any president that will occupy this highest seat of our land, because the decisions that they are confronted are enormous and grave. And so I don't think we take that lightly at all. As deputy majority leader, I had a duty that day. And I believe, and that's what I thought, I believe those were words that resonated with the people of Ghana. Now, if there are words that came out that sounded in any way disrespectful, I'll regret it, because the intention was never to disrespect the president at all. It was simply to talk about the government of the day. And yes, obviously, there were very good things, some things that were done that obviously we can talk about, that were right, obviously. But I was reflecting the views of the people of Ghana, who felt that they have gone through so much hardships. And that's why the reference was to his government and not to his person. Thank you.
Way Imano Amakufibu and some of Kafa Mampeni and Akufo-Addo, the last state of the nation address, or Kasa, oh, it is regretted, say, one Kenny, yeah, one they know who said the Ghana for Femono, and Ujana so Ekasa channel. I think Dr. Frank Amakohene, the Ashanti Regional Minister, designated Raw Koyeno, on who some will Busano far Asante Mahon said it was see and Semano, Yeti Okae.
You. I will then proceed to give the floor to Honorable Super.
The knowledge I have within the health field is going to help a lot so far as the health delivery services within Ashanti is concerned. Given the question at hand, the underserved communities are either cut off by three major things identified during the campaign. It's either they have no health facility within the catchment area, or they have no good road networks linking them to the available health facility, or the people themselves are not empowered enough with the right information to know when to make a CHIP compounds, health centers would be made available in communities where they have no access to healthcare facility. Given that as well, our secondary level of health provision, that is the district level health provisions, in districts where there are hospital projects where they have not been completed, I'll work hard with the sector minister in order that we'll be able to complete same for the use of the good people of Ashanti region. The framework for the development of Ashanti region. It is only when they are left or kept in the dark, that is the only time that they will come out and agitate, because they would not understand the direction within which we are moving the region. So I want to assure Mr. Chairman and the House that when giving the nod, I'm going to work closely with all members of Parliament within the region, and also ensure that the MMDAs, the chief executives there, partner well with their MPs so that they can bring development into the region. At least we have 4 years, if all things be equal. Let's use the first 3 years to develop the region. We can do all we want in the election year, but I'm sure that if we're able to commit all hands on deck within the first 3 years, we should be able to turn things around for the better for the region. Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you very much. I will move to Honorable Shaibu Mahama.
Chairman, let me thank you very much. Frank, congratulations. Chairman, listening to his posture, demeanor, and the way he answered the questions, I have no doubt that you will deliver. I'll leave you with two things. The party chairman, Queen Mothers, not only should you not disappoint them, but also the youth in Ashanti and Ghana as a whole will look forward to you for two things. First, to give them direction, and secondly, to let the president, who has nominated you for appointment, note that you can give other opportunities to other youth. So please, two things with you. I wish you Allah's blessings in your new role.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman.
Ashanti Regional Minister Designate Frank, Dr. Frank Amakohene call vetting no the see no and not the na a fireworks pa ewo committee nanim e bra na ko se Dr. Idodomane Boama eba no e konye nsinyu ahye obisi o time no na e nonkron e bi so se e de akwahye du baako nti anopa no e pinche kakra afi omotra ase no de beto odwa e kire se Oliver Baka Voma wo o kind of fix the country movement akotro at social media handles so say committee no ansa na ba betra ase say minister designate no iso ko huom now ko pe bibi she omotum sa no waba yes how be dru a hom be di wona nya agro inti committee chairman honorable Bernard Ahiafo ono kwa an oral committee e wo so woko na sika waje no one ne committee members busubusa omo ho ensem na no ne omo tra ase no omo say Mr. Chairman we asem we de yentimi nya ma ne na ho sansem we e na Oliver Bakabo ma waka ne ya ene yenkofa no megina vetting committee ye no meyi ano ba bia hu ye ne adanse wo kire say ye committee members no ye gi adamude ansa na obi ba ya kan boko bisa na nsem mu omre no afam boko e de akọ na no ne ma minority MPP Rashawu for say asam no Oliver Bakabo mo aka to om hu aso nti no say omo nsa omo tire ho a vetting no omo ye eni so omo ye de ho de amu paye NDC Rashawu for the doors majority say de wa kan nkire say omo adwuma so omo ye no enko so it shouldn't affect government business abaye pentem sasoafo yi ye beje omo atum omo nya kwan ye adwuma de asom Ghana men no bi asem akoka nti no ye ntimi nto vetting so de ane enko ye iti ekoye hey ena omo soro ye be simamienu so omo kwaba na honum no ena Ewraba ye fe no emefa Hard Castle ona mampani apa acting CEO Emma Petroleum Commission One na Okwakusi lawyer Ebet Fable Anemu. A Hona Okoka say more MPP for micro minority. We had your crowd harder. And I don't press I don't know for micro minority. Jenny, hey. I feel they ran on some kind of church or kind say, hey, that's silly. Okay, maybe they mean come in Kuguti. Listen to altercations, of course, so I won't tell me about.
Because you are who?
I'm who? Why?
My friend, don't bring yourself.
What do you mean of that?
What do you mean you are taking me on? What does that phrase mean?
You call us micro.
But you are micro minority. That's not Adwenkyere himself use that phrase. Bring yourself. I don't have time for
Who deal with that?
You think you can bully me here? Hey, not this silly child.
You heard the word she used. What called me silly? She called me silly.
Are you a silly child?
No. We will deal with this matter. You called me silly.
I don't have time for that.
Good enough. No. I'm not.
Did I mention your name? Why are you taking your hat on your head? Did I mention your name? You know you were fighting on TV about this your seat. You are coming to select your
Please.
Did I mention your name?
You cannot call me silly.
Did I mention your name? Did I mention your name? You can carry a cross you want to carry. I'm going. You are not recording.
Already a course so Urinya for Frank and Adon Prayer Minority Chief Whip one era MFA Hardcastle Esquire. One Mampenabu is acting CEO Emma Petroleum Commission and also a micro minority. I'll say you also that's silly. I was mean from silly. Are you a silly child? Just say more course or no. Then you are right. I don't pray at the call Parliament, but some the plenary. And I'll catch Mr. Speaker say the someone mammy I can't know. I was here about privileges committee and him. Nobody in the one if you say one for boot near the ama, yeah, Mashavia for a vetting committee. So listen to what another press okay.
This morning, we were on our usual duty on the appointment committee. There was some disagreement amongst us. So the respected First Deputy suspended sitting, and we engaged. When we came back, minds were not meeting. So we suggested humbly to the First Deputy that we should further take a break. Speaker, I must fully disclose that the nominee who was before us, Honorable Buama, is a long-time friend. So, in the face of the disagreement, I felt I should reach out to my friend and tell him that it's not personal, it's not about him. Only to have a rude shock of my life. And colleagues, we need to take these matters in good stride. We are all MPs. What has happened to me today can happen to any of you. A lady I have never met in my life, only later to be told she's called Victoria MFA Hardcastle, who is the acting chief executive officer for the Petroleum Commission. Speaker, I didn't say a word to her. I didn't provoke her in any way. Suddenly, insults were being hurled at me. Silly, stupid, useless. At a point, I thought they were referring to somebody. Why would I be abused to this extent? Where I haven't said anything. I haven't provoked you in any way. So not to belabor the point, I feel my reputation is lowered by these attacks. People think they can subject Parliament and turn Parliament into a punching bag. This is unfortunate. And I'm told she's a lawyer. I was surprised the attitude she put out. Speaker, I am respectfully bringing this to your notice and further invite you to pending the formation of the privilege committee. Speaker, I am inviting you
and making pleadings to you, I'm humbly inviting you to make consequential orders and to ensure that this matter is dealt with ultimately.
Anyone young for Frank, and I don't pray. Quite do a deco Raba Victoria, MF Hard Castle, Ewo Atini and other powers who try no. Now we no, and young for Haruna Idusu, Minister of Education, sorry, no say, she near any more why a mountain, Raba MF Hard Castle, and several Katia, on young for Frank, and I don't pray no, one can eat in Minimiano, on Pahoncho, Yeti and Haruna Idusu.
Preserve the honor and dignity of Parliament, the honor and dignity of members of Parliament, and more importantly, the honor and dignity of our political class. So, to honorable members, we do not and we should not accept that conduct and that insult. Today it is him, tomorrow it may be you. That is why we must stand united in condemning it. But to honorable minority whip, I'm pleading with you that because it's a woman, and you know Ghanaian society and our patriarchal values, forgive her. But before the forgiveness, as the Honorable Doyo, the deputy whip said, leader, the Honorable Mama Yarga, we should get the affected person to render an unqualified apology to the minority whip and follow with a retraction of the story, and that should let matters rest.
Haruna Idusu, I don't know. Or say, a seminar American one can you know your bar, and until your man would say a castle man in the air to be a yabo trek a cra, and Mao Nemum, a Rabana Pacho, Shokratame Pacho, no mus a seminar feed the Omdiache. And the speaker, Ura Abambaben, let me quote him, or say, without respect for Parliament and MPs, there is no democracy. The Speaker of Parliament, Ura Abambaben, or say, I'm for Boo near the Diama, Marashabeja, and Rashabeja for Noa, Ghana, unique Mamka be a memobia. Dear, do you see Sochna, a Ra Victoria, MFA, Hardcastle, Bakako Pacho, and now Pacho, or so vetting committee say, I want to ask him there to be a reporter. Nra now send comedy court went to man yet, and then the Omeka no my reporting in any part of my veto na ochna and upon no do pepe Oliver Baka Woma or Omara na the beer who said chairman Nimra Savija Fono or my jadem no me in a huano. Vaka Boma was so as I contract to social media handles so I crowd of power we crown a mad democracy no a de. Hey, Aquawi. Onda ono democracy afọ de kira aposifo ka okutu safwa wokototwene okay but me refi na yesase na yini ko remo waje nkyere no ye test line na WhatsApp line 0551 599 933 0551 599 933 so ye we ya national economic dialogue ye be di ho nkomo o man pene se wate abajoku bi o mehwe Ghana mesi kasam he fa kra na enfo main kro sebe ya de akotumu yen santom bio mame sanka obi sende Attorney General Dr. Dominic Akrotinga ayene wode krata akoma high court say Dr. Siminoponi ya no da kokoboda no oni alaji sedu agungo ya omo ya twe omo abo so akokoto mfie be mi ensani se omo ton liquid fertilizer bia enya papa ma kokwakuafo mama Ghana mai aboka no case no abai so ni interest bia wo bio enti ya drop all the charges so Dr. Siminoponi and I see do they are working free omo ni asimbia omo so omo ebeya no enso bi nti ha Dr. Siminoponi ono so na ohuno no nti de order to ya see the when you found they are long last man is free.
And authority belongs to the Almighty God and not human beings. And then I will add that the living God I serve has disgraced and has cursed all my enemies, my persecutors, and my destiny haters. That's what I'll tell you.
Congratulations, though.
Thank you.
Dr. Siminoponi, former CEO of Ghana Cocoa Board, and also an outstanding. I'm not feeling any income. I was a friend, you know, we talked to Adwenkyere and seeding common name, lawyer Chapman Ziga, or a member of NDC legal team Ashanti, or her Afe Jimmy Boachiansa, a director of research and elections, and my new patriotic party, and also as Asante Regional Communication Team member. Ready for Makwaba? Lawyer, Mr. Zefruso, Biawa Korea. So far, Betty no Ufolo, I can say.
Betty need ye, my follow pa many dear.
Okay.
Because as a party in government, dear. Was say, we then who follow Bibia, said the way. Also, wait me about studio. I've been a Bibia then. I can't Ghana for. Yes, into the Dick, I'm in check. I see a power become my telephone. And you may so many brain you may any day. A chibi bikakra. Now, fast forward, me move yako. Vet in ye and answer Yano. Since I me was sentimentum no. Me call Dr. Frank Amako Hene.
Yeah.
The vet in Ashanti Regional Minister. Designate. Moto tona no. Me call no so.
Say, Oman to Tonano, Munu, Omun to be a PHS, a work,
yes, someone no. Yeah. All right. It's see, you never hear a ball. Dr. Frank Amako Hene as Ashanti Regional Minister, no. Obieniji, NDC, MPP, Ashanti Mantem, Obia, Eddie Husi, simply because they say, Dr. Frank Amako Hene Obia, or a very hard-working young man, was dedicating a life. I'm a party no wasen aye dwumaden I'm a party no nti ebo ni din no nokranie na nya surprise ye nyina edi ehusie na efata den so efata ni nyina ne say Dr. Frank Amako Hene ye obi a owo a lot of experience owo no starting from student leadership ba bewra NDC politics emu ba ma Nyankopon adom ti sia abaye den regional minister for Ashanti region designate. Now, Verti na se no yebisa ne nsem bebre introduction oyeye no utimi hu se abrantie ye obi a oye kokudrofo from ne mofra brem waye den wadi leadership ache so wo hwe ne CV odi tu dwana waye president for University of Ghana Allied Health Student Association pen wadi president wo ho owie so no okase wadi president for National Health Student Association of Ghana wasen a member of the National Executive Committee of NUCS was a chairman for NUCS at 50 Central Planning Committee. A biomosono, or president for the National Union of Ghana Students. And no, Emra no co school no leadership opportunity, and I say leadership or D president or D or we are so one so Asante Mantem or by secretary, regional secretary. Yeah, regional secretary, near United who say, or born in home din ye pa. Yes, so Casto mind back. Emra near a campaign no. I think say so here Ashanti region NDC legal team na zone 1 na me na me zone 1 leader Obuasi East Obuasi West Akrofrom Fomina Bosomtwen ni Wadubiase ho nyina no na me na me lawyer me da no so hwe ahofama ne ahokeka ye regional minister designate Dr. Frank Amako Hene edi boremu wo ho ebe campaign ma so hwe seat a ye gene wo Ashanti regional bebre na ewo zone 1 those areas Akrofrom, baby Honorable Joseph Azuma will be a mechiao. First time my NDC, Yaja Akrofrom seat. No. It's no, Oshana Hoke can or di remoi, and no can be. And a year then, a ma NDC, it's mean more seats this time around in Ashanti region. I feel so no so ni leadership experience, and that's experience of war. I would ever be regional minister designate now. Ni vision of the two whole vetting committee, Nasedo. Very clear. Also, so share Ashanti regional. And your ma Ashanti region, you need to hope, and I said, no, my dihu jumano. Number 1, agriculture, cocoa. A beau, ye gold. San your may nano, yera Dr. Frank Amako Hene, Eddie to just say, or one she share pa. Eddie must hand your may in our Ashanti region. I feel so can you my beer, nay me day, or can see me a name the pa. Say, o share election year, you call ye NDC dim kunim na. Unemployment rate, was 3 pa. Unemployment. Na mebruni nye adwumanya ade bia NDC gina so edi campaign kese pa ema me gidi say youth na bebri na akra de akire ekoto abaye den ema NDC Dr. Frank Amako Hene Ashanti regional minister designate through the vetting no e ka kire Asante man nyina say oba unemployment rate was ro no obe make sure say mebunu na omo wie school omo nya adwumanya no omo be ye den omo so be nya adwuma den aye afei so na semba ko kan ya na ye me den say I think say one of the vetting panelists ebisa no question on roads on say so hwe Asante Mantemu a akwan no yebeko elections nim MPP for Minister for Roads Asenso Boache, Honorable Asenso Boache, did some kilometer of roads be beto abontin say MPP aban no within the space of 8 years no I am Ashanti region. And so me no me no ti ha no me onim say Ashanti region e baabi a ekwan na api na anye den enye me cite example Akrofom constituency uduru ho no ma kwan enye den enye kra Akrofom constituency bi a e wa Ashanti region say wo hwe the number of voter NPP nya no Ashanti region na anka baby to say Akrofom o ma to abama NPP since I take constituency no eni kwan say nka omu su say omu ni even 1 kilometer of them road e wo ho pacho what ase yewra Dr. Frank Amakohene e ka say so ba one sector minister no wo roads no e be ye baako na ya kwan ya na say ye road network e Asante memu a enye no wetimi ayeden aye ho bibi ayeden amaye iti no se hwe in overting na Dr. Frank Amakohene koye na to me frankly speaking wa prove it to Ghana for nyina wa say prove it to Ashanti region Asante man say position ne de e fata no na afi so wo san hwe omo ko bo ne chidompem omo ko support no ye nyina ye chairman na kwesi bebia obi amechiawo oyade ye papa say otimi tutu ntuma ekọ Accra ekọ support Dr. Frank Amakohene miami mami ono abobetimo didrisu enso yade pa say otimi kọ Accra ye den ekọ support Dr. Frank Amakohene Dr. Samuel Sapon omo nyina yade ekọ bo ne chidompem ni nyina e kira santeman say ye minister owo Adwempa ema Ashanti region ye minister o baba be ye adwuma ama Ashanti region say wo cast your mind back elections we mefa so abo Ashanti region abaso the enter me bo Ashanti region abaso ne say elections we elections Ashanti region to abaye palma NDC yes so wo hwe region to region I think Ashanti region is one of the regions timi to abaye pa ye den edema NDC na ni nyina so na nyeso moto ma ye keke ndwuma pa previously yaye ema yewra Dr. Amakohene regional minister district krabu bobi so say emra na ye wa aban mu no NDC ye ndwuma bebre ye Sikejetia market Afari military hospital ye Siria hospital anka ye hwe ani mu say NPP aban ne ba ye no enko betimi aye ho bibi even pon kontimi nya ko be obe complete ama na ye functional ama doctors any nurses astati adwuma ho no mu a say ye gina hwe anansen na ye wrote kokoso otumfo o say tutu na oye program be friend Hill Konfanochi ye gina ye aware ni nyina na ye pressure ayarefo e Asante Mantem de be gu Konfanochi so eno na ma Konfanochi a obi akokokja yaresa no Konfanochi na nkasa ye den e yare ye what you say enti no yewra Dr. Frank Amakohene bobo project in infrastructure and so can vision ho so bo be make sure say His Excellency John Dramani Mahama ayeden a complete all this infrastructure ama Asante man ayeden afani ntuma pe efra ebie so no say ye nyina ye hwa panelist ba kokra bisa na ebobo a number of project Central Market project the Lake Road na say ya meni apiniko lake I think say Christmas ye say kwa koji ni kakra so wo hwe Lake Road na yade a ye mbo MPP fu echi be ka say yewra His Excellency John Dramani Mahama any road minister ye no komu twomani be hwe ho no mo a ekebe boa ye pa any miame mami krom se wua aboa so ekwan ne nye ye ko ho nyina no I think say eka kitu ebi nke nya meka kra ye den ye nya issue ebio so ye hwe Accra to Kumasi road no dualization na panelists ne so kan ema yewra Amakohene ema assurance ye san hwe sofo line ye friend say sofo line any Suami roads interchange na ni nyina so no mbo so a yewra Dr. Frank Amakohene share bo a promise ye say obe working in line with all the sector ministers obe bia so no obe kan kasade eguya ye mampanyin His Excellency John Dramani Mahama asum ama development bia we say Ashanti region enya no ye sabeka say hwe akwesi ewukude ye course na nsen a akwesi there sorry ye course na nsen a His Excellency John Dramani Mahama ebe pm wo ho ema all man speech no or promise ye right in front of His Royal Majesty say so because say NDC aban we aba no development ayeba be ye ama Ghana nyina nya ntoma fe fra no ye be yi asantema ye free mu a na ye den na nipa kroboa enti me de say Dr. Frank Amakohene ye regional minister designate a oba be ye adwuma ma ye ne vision a odi egu form e o vetting na se no in line with your friend is saying His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. And so,
okay,
right. And see, the other say, your monitoring qua, you're in Pibonso, you're in Tarnichi, and obey deliverance because of his experience in Krana, I think say he's qualified and also competent. It's in Pibo, any Jumadina, Eta, Honorable Dr. Frank Amakohinichi.
Right, but that's it. Lawyer Chapman Ziga, and Otten in Kano. Jimmy, come have you. Now, you're there. So, microphone, mommy. Right.
Sorry.
It's vetting so far. Asante Regional Minister, so, and Rano Koi.
Yeah.
So far, who knows say?
For my menda was na me fanchia so komo bibia wajebre na otie so Ghana a heshe so ahede ma minchia minua lawyer ne wababet na egwema mse nkomo a yenyina yedi no onso ebeche na adwen on behalf of the National Democratic Congress. Mamchia chairman of Wofa Appiah.
Kuka.
Yes, Kuka. Baby will be ano me fanchia sonko na me famano. Secondly, lawyer Justin from Ponkodia, the general secretary of our party, that is the New Patriotic Party, and then the Juma Swa Oye, irrespective of the position of the party, no. The Juma Oye no on family ye was statia on a equikwa hudo brina guswa on your Asia, the Brunican rebuilding no. Ye denya e was a yedin yamatutua kwemuna ye party nsono yetumi esanfa into mapa efrebiem eno enya dia lawyer Justin from Ponkodia ena me no kase oye ho adwuma CID former DC for Manchester South so me fanchia son confirm na the popular Francois Dr. Francis Adomako yes me chiano kwanson koso me sha say dey free vetting so na mpacho yedi kan vet na ye emudia when ye dey shase because
so he talk about the Asante region
the bit cartoon na okay
but see no so the Asante regional minister dey we are near be here Olibaba Kaboma wo friends say the acquisitions and afei ra dino emefa hard castle this is honor so suspended bet in the then we kind of look at that. So let's look at the Asante regional minister. Are you impressed?
Oh, halfway.
Okay.
Yes. Mamintia will be our jebre. Our shay. Our adventure you so. I mean, boss or basso. QPC. Maybe will be an member basso. Wofa. Make us say I was impressed in a way. Mean to me, make us say Obebuna ya boni din say onko hold a certain position there. Meti hey, semsum ye bebua make us say nyamede. I was totally happy. But my only challenge and then my only issue was that on my night timono yamano krenya den enye juma. So that is the first thing I'm a person me can want them. Now, secondly, on say now we make a reference to a point to say as appearance I would be P baby. So what you say? And what say we are ready for the kind of questions a baby with the appearance. A basana na to say the animguasie bi. So I break the appearance now put you up on. For the make out you see. Ebianka wo kone bia wo se wo siwto a ene ebisa wo se wo ye a regional secretary of the NDC within the Asante region. Until with all things being equal, was a hunu anya hwekura na the traditional councils e wa Asante region of Anambra. And a wo kon ufura ntoma represent Asante, the red, the yellow, the green, the black, and then the porcupine. So, and now the cotton gwem. And now, nanom say den,
etawichi so mampohima hu se oyeden otawichi ne de se kronkron ntinka that platform na we take yen kran anya hwe kran wo achiginafo a some information no they could have just given you that information. It's a show preparation even for the veteran and yeah juma na da nanim na obeyen because say ukope juma e wukuku border e wo so make sure say working kind kuku board ho niema nti ukotena ho a apart from the job requirements you expect say juma no ye fawa obeye anase obey undertake no e wo se kuku board ho niema so no anya hwe kura utumi ye den utumi hu anya sa na ye kwakoye nim guase ye to so biem Ashanti region now ba di adwuma as a regional minister no more and this regional secretary it anya hwe kura no traditional councils within Ashanti region there nanka wasenka doctor ye adom so nanka utumi man yesa record no bet no dey I think say me sure say by now no we bisa ma ya kire no or a young guy any bibia no nim but as time goes on no I'm hopeful say nema bibiri ho no ma obisua ebiem on the issue about jobs now okokan over a cheap talk a cheap talk say we a regional minister obeka say we be create jobs at the amemabno no e kwan ben so yemi ga odi azie e kwan ben so na we be create jobs no at the amemabno omo asantememo as a regional minister in quote and no one chirema mo bi ante enti o sha se na odi ni dwumadi na ko bi sha ne say jobs our cast will be created dia mabunu no bo hun konta wan fan chiremu bi amba wan kasa e bia sector we asoye we agency we department we wanya specific enti communication no aya omko bete na omo nchire nememu na yehunu se ne be ya obi hold accountable for what sema wo kan ya obitimi dia yenyina so se wo ka se ekwan sei e na wo be fa so a wo be create jobs no in monitoring and evaluation every be tracking and this me pese me hu se ade na wo kan ya no why ya your specification any indicators I will be used no and na me follow be also me ba National Sports Authority National Service Secretariat be create jobs what they member no internet they kind of right to information bill no I can go there and make inquiries from January 7th 2025 up to the next time I will be free so say regional minister and this happen but a juma ben no create here then na Ghana phone say your mama kwenya say ni na mutumi ye den eno no eni ho again with the issue about rules na lawyer ka bibi say ye beto abano na road minister oba ye odi ahohare ya kwan that is false they do on man the kind na odi abetum that is false. Wofa, the record of the NDC within the entire country, no, then 10 regions and then 16 regions, no, now 4,600. Minim, see, bit me check the ministry records. I want make verification. I have 4,600. The entire country in 8 years. Inti. He making reference to that of Ashanti region now as a person specify say akwanya ye no kruma no mse no e during elections ya ye beto abey ye rasenso en obonidin ebe ye minister ya na yes akwanum fi say e bibi ne se onya e bibi e wosenkamenya onya kwanya biema on apologize because ye nyina ti kruma no mse when we talk about federal roads, when we talk about urban roads, when we talk about highways, when we talk about even the asphalt overlay project, I am Kruman say ya. Yenina in face one, and yet election period any years are and two, the record of the New Patriotic Party under this very outgone government, Minister Designated for Rules, Oko Vetin, now or to Papa so. Minister Yabo Udin Awako Vetin, records war, a ministry, instead of you to verify and go, the figures out to come in. It had to call the former Rules Minister to come back and then verify the figures and give the correct figures out. Money at Abamamo, when you're 57%, you're to boom, my buying naba. But don't come and distort facts. And now, I know, say the records are there. 13,600 kilometers for the entire country in 8 years. And this will be called. That's what we could do in the very term. Now say, say, young called distorted facts. Young called guni pangufi. Na young changing records. I believe say, and you be was your tolerated. On the issue about NDC, any John Dramani Mahama opportunity. Ashanti region, Eddie kind of man, the opportunity beam. And let me correct. Let me make the actual statement or make reference. Say Ashanti region is one of the regions. Ashanti region is not one of the regions. Ashanti region is the second highest. Another in terms of their votes or munya in the 16 region. No, Ashanti region is the second highest. That record ye send a beya say mu ye jumana mu fanka honam fampuntu juma mbre Ashanti region. Finally on the issue about akonya NDC edi kanya ye under you John Dramani Mahama over not even under John Dramani Mahama alone from 2009 EDBC 2016 we saw some inherited project biya within their 8-year period on betina kunyaso omontumi anye nti na asem na original minister okovet no yaboni din okovet na okeka no yentumi mfa nye emfa ye nansi so over manfa nansi ye yentumi mfa ye nansi so ye na me make we clear say ebia na lawyer nim in the political history of our country 8 years NDC betina so NDC 2 NDC 3 not a single hospital project was completed within the Ashanti region. Not a single hospital project. Their record is 0. And then another Dankweku for the MPP better so. He was talking about say that is a fact. We did not and even of our own say we are president of the commission. Yes, it has been commissioned. An inherited project, Bekwa Hospital, ye be complete ye commission ye. That is our record. Konongo Hospital, ye be complete ye commission ye. Tepa Hospital, ye be complete ye commission ye. Fomena Hospital, ye be complete ye commission ye. Kumewu Hospital, ye be complete ye commission ye. This is our record. And I'm saying, Momo Diano in 8 years now, in Ashanti region, right. 0. Into more a Juma ye, I will read you.
Okay, lawyer. Just 2 minutes. If you have some reactions.
Yes. I think say Mr. Jeffrey, Dr. Frank Amakohine, vetting, so making some claims. I think say ebia 1 year nyanokre because so answers are Dr. Frank Amakohine de buy na. He was very specific. Or clear. Now me can be about unemployment. What Ghana is also Ashanti region. What you say? Dr. Frank Amakohine anka say or no as a regional minister. Oba be creating Juma Oba be say. So what no, hold on. So what and sebo kan or see Oba or this sector minister. And I also heard or say specific Okoti say. So what His Excellency John Dramani Mahama ne manifesto or promise say Oba be training 1 million youth into coding. Dr. Frank Amakohine mentioned here. It is our unemployment or can say or no as a regional minister designate or Oba be say or can say Ghana him say you were sector ministers, you were president. It's Oba be working in line with all these people and I say on your mobile be Juma. Ama a Juma was also creating or creating or coding. Even so 24-hour economy, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, a promising Ghanaians towards the December 7th election. The main idea is to create a Juma. 1 job, 3 shifts. It is Obama say unemployment as a regional minister obeboa ama Ashanti region dia wo say yensaka no njuma ko e wo say yensaka na ye say I think say ne kwan so ano no ebio no san kasafa Dr. Frank Amakohene ne appearance ho menua oti he we Ghana ni me de say wo betena ha wa share African print what you say but me sure say nyi bibia wo Ghana ho bia na wonim ana wo convert in United States and I say wo UK CCA me ka say bisa all the questions about Ghana menua ho de wa be honest to yourself wo be hu
said the mechanic one should anti
oh they be Matthias person say the way we see address no.
Yeah, you are representing a certain culture.
A certain also what dresses a Ghanaian. You are representing a certain culture. So what's my point in answering? And now on depict a certain culture.
I say the Ashanti region is a sub unit that you are representing, and yet the entire country.
I mean, sure idea. See a culture, in the simplest term, the way of life of a particular people. So what you say, Ghana, what's African print? To be can say, I did Ghana who be an until no cry day. Fatu nchen. So what you say? Inti appearance ne de nyina ti hanumi. Kumase nsemi na nani.
Okay,
the same thing. Afen so my member a road na okasa bebre fa ho no. Honorable Abuja. Road minister designate aka pain say MPP for claims or moka so my a certain number of kilometer roads no. Enya no kre. On record. Or can you so vetting panelist on no obi no hold me disputes after.
No, the following day Rose minister said so much
oh no,
say mebo. Also can I say a new rules are NPP are constructed 673.
600, okay.
673 kilometers. And I was so be say new rules nko no capture na rules are say lake road are okay. A road I say that yeah kwan na ye so to the nyina be ka ho a na sa 13,000 no mo kan wo ba ba bia ye fa totally mu so da no eno nko na boja be kan that was the clarification as so the
clarification as so the Dubai but right at the me sure say panelist no almost all information
no but the sector minister can give you the best of information
no Mati was in TCC no any word against almost word. So what's the point? Matu was so
Rose na 13,000 na MPP kan. Ye wo de ye ko tali mu so da. Ene wo de aye asai. Ene aye. Ye keke ni nyina bo mu ene 13,000. For him to pick only the 6,673 no.
No point pick 673. Agboja ko 11,000 kilometers.
That's equally also wrong.
And I'm sure so my 673 roads kilometers of
see share fact now or 11,000
or see MPP for so my 11,000 but on no buy no who say only 673 new roads no my
and I'm sure
and as so be say enye 11,000 kra na mo 13,000 na mum awoya ko peki only kwan ya yenye da and the buy na mum e kwan ya say obuase anwan kwanta lekro no say okwan ho dada e na ase ne aye no eni nyina no keka bomu asohwe sa figures ni nyina ko meka 673
okay nti eno na make sure say whether clarification or not me who say any word against or not so word word in the data nam we so in the data nam as to the factual na there I think say as time goes
on factual depending on how you
yes you know
okay it said they make progress brenti Jimmy yekoyenim you heard the see Oliver Bakaboma wo ne accusation ya wa accuse wo ne era and Dino Emefa hard castle on Frank and Odom president hono and then mama no to crack I said the do grad here waiting to cry omunyai. What do you want to say?
Over on that issue no say me aban de obetena konwa so from day one na ye do betena konwa so na no na amanfo start yeden e counter issues no na me mpese me pepre me ho akeka nsem bi obi ti ba bi obekasa bia wo me MPP ni nti na me kasa but you see there are certain words bia say utumi use sa words no de tia panimu bia owo manimu a kwan bi so na wankasa no se bi o question marks so wo wankasa ho because ene na wo nya appointment as he will be a Wofa Petroleum Commission, Anambra. He's been there as a member of parliament. I hasn't re-elected. Inti, so the one for Buoma Ubia Krana as a member of that committee, or more vetty appointees in a day. I don't think so. You should use that word silly. And the AAT will be doing any silly. No? But if you listen to Ira, not Dompera, there were other words that I was saying you should stupid in the idea. I believe it's uncalled for. And as a country, Ghana, we should condemn some of these things. This is how people behave when they get that enormous endorsement. The amount of 57%, you go about insulting people here and there. Arrogance of power, opulence of power. I believe it must be condemned. And I want to remember a year baso. You're a Haruna Baso. You see, at times, some of these issues, you get some of our NDC brothers who will go ahead and be supporting some of these comments. I like the approach open to the whole issue, because any new MP or minority, it's not be table no bit me attend. No be a be the majority, and also be the minority. See, the side need diwa. One ye careful la. Ubi anya den enkebi ma. Enti the AC no ye besre union men DC for. So the young guys no woman. Any union a man so a omunya akwanya ni opportunities no. You read the coin first way Kassasi union man.
In fact, me no so here social media comments and nam from Mona. Nipan bebre na who say in mama position the way they behave. No, that is what people are saying. Obaba akwasa mokokayo. And everybody is talking about leaders, women in leadership position. If you cross in the Obesi Petroleum Commission, or no, so I'm a phone with teacher almost.
If I was any dinner, hard castle. What's that here? Hard castle. In doing was I say about nano or the community. We just appeal to Ghanaians to say, you know, can't come on your day. And to him, we know that party Yadimo some of these things. Only by the end there. Yes.
Now,
honestly, I think say yes in a unfortunate. And no, with the MF ya honorable Haruna Akano. Na ya pagana for natural said yes, you know. I think so. Yes. Because so we share His Excellency John Dramani Mahama Mra oyini ministers ye veti omo ye more approval na. Or kasano kasemba ko say untolerated them. Disrespect and arrogance. It is here papa His Excellency John Dramani Mahama abetu ne numutu pain say disrespect and arrogance ya de bia untolerated. I think say papa na emu against arrogance and disrespect. Yes, in a rather unfortunate. Oh, and the
intimidating appointment.
The appointment, a man intimidating because hard castle. You see, mia minia ba preocupa in a way for it's the abano. But I also know a idea a man manage NDC because Emra hard castle ye say you know NDC for your babo and tia be abe condemn you know. But ye share you more other side MPP for. You share no messy ye. Say can NPP ni na ye ya ka father be clear no or clear ya me friend clearing agent. Ku crowd TV. What you say? Nti the ekoso ne I think say NDC leadership o my ade bebre ye nyina
okay. Ye kasa say. If say we for Safi na here Kessben television Adwenkyere dwumadi ene de bro sabe no kra ba pa ho sima edu e bi no me message kakra aba na afi you move on ye be national economic dialogue na afi I heard Dr. Simino Puni and Alliance Sidu Agongo on case Attorney General actually said I drop all the charges against them. Good evening, Mr. Host. Because hypocritical was used to cut our umbilical cord, how come the chiefs are seated and the moment the president arrived, they got up for the president to come and greet them? Now, some chiefs have forgotten their custom and tradition, all because of political hypocritical gains. For me, I see it to be a disgrace. So message in Trobacope, Tron Bebrea, Mekai back, Mrs. Abano Edorson. I am Sir Prince from Kokobriko in Bosomche. I'm waiting for the implementation of the free tertiary tuition, free private senior high school, bringing the dollar to 2 cedis, an increment of cocoa price from 3,100 to 6,500 500 cedis. Good evening. And also at the end, good evening, Ofa. I am Bill Mac from Afuakun. Please, what the lady MFA has done is totally, okay. But MFA used to be my favorite West lady's name. She should come and render an unqualified apology. Good evening, Mr. Host. My name is Frank from Adwenkyere. Please, let's take Mr. Boma's issue very serious, because for me, I agree with him, because some of them didn't ask the needful questions. That's why they try to have problems with minority, especially their leader. In fact, I'm an MPP member, but I love Honorable Hannah Dusu too much. Please tell Amabua to learn from him. Good evening, Honorable. My respects for the NDC MP just shut up. Worst insult on NDC MPs happened under the NPP, but no condemnation or whatsoever from them. They rather defended it. NDC is showing real class and maturity. Amuzu Daniel from Etimetim. Good evening, Ofa. I'm a Mosechi from Konongo Praso. We are building Ghana, not party, so the woman must apologize. Congratulations to Regional Minister Dr. Frank Abakwene and Chairman 24 of Asante Achim Central. Good evening, Ofa. Good evening, Ofa. I'm watching you from Manson Kwanta. The lady who made the silly remark against Adwenkyere is arrogant and quarrelsome. It should be made to render an unqualified apology. Lawyer Wofa Kofi has made a serious allegation against the vetting committee, and should buttress his point with facts. Barumba, head teacher, Mansuatri DA Primary School, and Odiwe so a buyer. Good evening, Mr. Host. I think this woman needs to be sacked by Mahama straight away. Jones from EAG. Good evening. I want to know what will happen to Ebe Fahad Castle. What will happen should she turn down Parliament invitation? George from Amasamai. Maintain say Ebe Fahad Castle. Parliament at all Safren. Almost on Pacho. Vaka Boma or Nomaton Saple a friend. Please, good evening. I have no doubt that the NDC Mahama-led administration is going to perform creditably well to reset the mess the NPP has created for the past 8 years. I'm Steven, watching you live from Obuasi. Greeting to Lawyer Chapman Ziga. Okay. Irrespective of whatever Honorable Jinapo has said, the lady should not be confirmed for the post. Indeed, it is a disgrace. Such a person rudely cannot be allowed to serve the people of Ghana. No, to Honorable Idrusu, the lady is not capable of serving Ghanaians. She clearly exhibited arrogance and should be withdrawn from her position. It will not be easy for civil servants to work peacefully with her. Man for us in the office. Please, good evening. I am proud to hear from Lawyer Ziga. I survived his election in 2017 at Katanga. I'm Sir Aristo from Western North. Why? Oh, yeah, Katangi. And never between our mentem sound. I've got senior and Tiano. Hannah Dusu spoke well, but that woman disgraced Parliament today. This is her last warning of a Kofi. Good evening. And also the NNO. It says, good evening, sir. Let's say the first. Vakavomawo and Captain Smart gradually destroyed our country. Let the Lord deal with them. We need peace in our country called Ghana. Please, if you are not ready to stay here peacefully, then leave the country and go to South Sudan. Abba Kia Dan. My name is Joe from Mankesim, Fansamai constituency. This one is coming from Papa or boy from Brekum. Jacofi has a woman. Is the woman married? I think that's what we want to write. If yes, how can a married woman insult a man like that? Means she's not respectful to her husband. This one, I don't know much about her anyway. Hello, good evening, Mr. Host. How are you and your crew? In fact, everything shows clearly that these ministers are going to help President Mahama to reset Ghana. Indeed, Ghana will bounce back once again. So MPP party must give us a break. No more Baumia's MPP party. I am Mutuga inside Simil at Central Region. Okay. The MPP man should do constructive criticism. He sees everything in a negative way. Doreen from Chebi. All the way free by. Teacher Kujo Tepa Nasusu. See the arrogance of this acting NDC CEO. Some appointees have started. Look at how he disrespected the man by calling him silly. The NPP will surely learn a lesson in opposition. Next time, when they are given power, they will not take it for granted. Greeting to Chairman Wofa Kofi Appiah, Koka. Good evening, Ofa. I am calling from Adas. I sincerely had time to listen to the veteran of Dr. Amakwene, the Ashanti Regional Minister Designate, and honestly, all the NDC and NPP vetting committee were impressed. So, I wonder why Boachi Ansah is making all these allegations. Can you score marks? Ask Dr. Amakwene if you are giving the nod. Oh, Ghana politics. Good evening, Appiah. Please ask the NPP rep why the Akufo-Addo government deceived Ghanaians that the free SHS policy benefited 5.7 million Ghanaians when the actual beneficiaries were less than 3.2 million. Why was the figure inflated or exaggerated? Thank God Ghanaians rejected them at the polls. All hidden truth will be uncovered. Good evening. Please tell the NPP man the only constructive road, the only constructed road when it was getting to election, and this is a bad legacy. Charles, crying from Sunyai West, Chira. Teacher Kujo Tepe Susu Asabe Bio. Good evening. I am proud to hear from, oh, okay, I think I read your message. Good evening, Wofa. MFS appointment should be revoked immediately because of she goes to the office, she's going to do Westings. Adepuku from Kumasi. Okay. Hi, Kessben. Good job. But no government is talking about God is love, microfinance, not paying its clients since it was closed down by Mahama. When he was a president in his first term, Monica Free is not bigger than Constitution of Ghana. Who is Monica Free? Anyway. This one came from Masaudu in Bantama. Ghanaians voted against the NPP not because NDC is the best in terms of nation building. It's because of arrogance and pick no calls attitude of some government appointees. Now it is clear that Ghanaians have regretted voting against the NDP. Time will definitely tell. Good evening, you from Richard Obimpuku, aka Dendendeng at Aswasi St. Teresa Offa. We love your show, Pa. Keep it up. Thank you. Today, if they are talking about arrogance, it's NDC, not NPP. Gabi from Bole Bamboy. Okay, good evening, sir. NPP will always have a problem with what they defended then. Kenyatta probably insult his miss, and NPP members will come out and say that that is his character. Don't forget the former president Nanado came to Kwabri East to insult them, but they still defended it. Okay, Baroski from Asisiriwa. Baroski, first corruption charges cleared by President Mahama by withdrawing Dr. Opunie Sigua Gungo's charges. Ghanaians are watching. Mr. Host, I like your mood. I'm watching you live from Brema Esikuma in the central region. Good evening to your panelists. My name is Usu Entry Alex. Thank you for also watching us. Please, can I get Lawyer Ziger's contact? Good evening. My name is Oli Moses from Kokwa Sampa. Please, we are remaining. Okay, I said reminding NDC government. I think that's what you want to write. We are reminding NDC government to construct Sampa Kokwa Brikum Road for us. Brikum Sampa Road. And you say yeah, they are contract. Okay. Chapman is man, MBA, KNUSC. He contested for Grassac president, but he lost. By the way, he's a gem from Tori Serioso. And our power, and that's what man for bonus I know. Good evening, please. Ghanaians need to pray for God's intervention. Other than that, NDC will destroy this country. Hello, good evening, Mr. Host. Please, Mr. Philip, please, this is why we should not give ladies posts. They are rude when they get power, massa. And you're mad in that. Why? Right, you move on. Now you hear National Economic Dialogue. National Economic Dialogue. Omanpeneso of two South African Penny to Ghana. You know, I share. Now you know, you seek a seminal. Crabbe the day for so dear the bay $1 beach now. Inflation, a diane crabba, and cocoa namoa a crabba cuckoo foos. And the end never to watching. Penesia being your back of foot. Yeah, kind of saying. Quickly, yeah, sure, no, 10 minutes after you far Attorney General drop charges anyway, and so am I. Lawyer.
I think says before some question and my power that's so cry. With me say me former me classmate. Me chair mu nyina so. But mo remfi so say me call law school me call the vice president.
Oh, okay. You see no may
be free. All right, see His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, the nation builder, or you'll be a man of his own word, or can be or yeah. Say, ye na share Emran or person be signed by a man penny, or ye on my 120-day social contract beer. Or try says, and I may not do sign by the man penny or by a magana for you. And I think the first one here, so within the first 14 days, or ben me the ministers near here. I think say so far so good. With my bodiam or mom, the PPM in Abba. Now, when the social contracts in Swa, or after naming the ministers, no, or best then I hold a national economic day dialogue. Or say, I dear His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, you was saying deliver what the committee are, or more better than say no, my heading, or my dink it a home, I had a share. I dream your economy, and who be economy no, I could do any baby. I was here, dear day, a differ. See, I see a miles back. 2024 elections, no, not economy, no, one of the major sector and area, Ghana for headed to Abba. Sample share Emra.
Almost all elections.
Yes, almost all elections. So share Emra, His Excellency Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo, or the Baumia Betche Ghana for so any vice presidential candidate now. Okay, I say Baumia the economic wizard and I was kid. It's Ghana for Nina GDA, Ewo Baumiamu, say, or Baby deliver Ghana for every economic woes, and I say economy enko no or be deliver. But seeing I am Shema Ghana for the to me, a man, Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo, and Dr. Mahmoud Baumiano, you will be economy free, dollar to CD, your economy na him. Maybe a lawyer, me economist, but in your economy now. Me share me bottom we pay na exchange rate no. We no so free hold my unemployment rate baby His Excellency John Dramani Mahama Jatu 2017 no. NPP for buy more be fa cost ro. Yes I inflation rate e do baby kana inflation over 50%, but almost NPP share money ba from kakra. It is a wo hwe de e koso ya Bosnia boom borrowing rate no so wo hwe na Akufo-Addo ne ba omia 8 years no o ma Bosnia sin abaya aba no dada ni nyina enti na economy ni de ye nyina Ghana for asante mantem obi anim se na economy ni nyeden enkoyi e na Ghana for hwe so ye den e de to aba e ma His Excellency John Dramani Mahama mo to aba man no because say na wa ye bi pen na mre so na Ghana for ka se o man ni mo ye de ba but na enti se ye hwe fu o krampo na emra John Dramani Mahama tiso up to 2016 now, friends say 1 liter in the 1 gallon sika. You know, say 1 gallon is about 60 cedis. Into my no, you be handy over my His Excellency John Dramani Mahama no my anymore edin. Ediane boy edin. Bibia o my anymore in your man koyi. Into no ne who here say His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. Ebe she Ghana for bo say. Nyankopon ye na dom ne giving in nod no. No be di man penyin a oba bibia edin afa economy ne ho ampa Ghana for ginidi because no wa be pay. And a Ghana for the 2 years, and what be shy, abey mampenny, and our sign ye then, and no ban or share a bonan would this one. It is Ocase or Betty or Castle Betty committee now. Ghana for you who say a boy, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, this share Ghana for so bo very strong economy no, and where you man or day, or ye no. Nayanya GDA in painful abo bomodini in our so ye cuckoo dam or Mako school. By economics and I say economy ye no I'm economy na finding to my pay fra ye no ma ye exchange rate no ye see the na finding to my pay fra ye no ma through the 24-hour economy no Ghana for mebunanye adwuma ye no ma ye Bosnia boy ye debt restructuring ni bibia atoye no His Excellency John Dramani Mahama enam kwan so I think say ye nyina me any Ghana for nyina mo to aba man no e wo gidie woni mu say oye den obe deliver ti Ghana for ye nyina ye fa yenya adwen baako na de obi abeka bia na I think say obi we ka say early days but His Excellency John Dramani Mahama prove actually Ghana for times without number say enye early days even in 1 month and within 1 month no or nyoma egu akwemu a or de ye den eba beboa Ghana for it's no economic national economic dialogue no team now was setting up in there. I think say yen nyina no. Okay. Yeah, and support it. Now yen share outcomes. So share. And yes, what team ne keke. What team na san am omu dwumadie bia omunye de omundi. Dwumadie ni bi ni say.
Ba ye ko senchi o, I say ko senchi ba ye no. Bibia ansesa kese sa. Do you say this time around?
Oh,
never be different.
In your be different. So what I say this time around, you know, what you communicate na Felix Ofosuku ache de ba bonte na. Yeah. What chiro mo de omonye. What team no. E bi so assign their show months say, "Oh my Ghana for nyina the stakeholders and who the true state of the economy." And first who the true state pe omon sign endwin ho enye den and fan hihye ya e be turn things then around. This one only talk action so ye den etechire. Within the first month, you know, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, nyoma bibra inspire Ghanaians, Ghanaians hope. Say I think say in the future no nyoma be ye.
Okay, but I say. Jimmy.
Over maminda wasi. Se minye for fact pa. Me nim say oyawe say mampani Mahama ba ye. You know, fuel no. These are ne petrol no. Abetutum. For so yawe.
Yeah.
Yeah. Na mpacho in addition to that so sounds yawe say exchange rate no so they say prayer na eprekwa nanim.
Ne ko so kakra. Ba sa tia from kakra bi.
The Tosubim. And say one means what to say, I'm from no more secondary school about the free SHS policy now. MPP Adaruma, Union Mendisi for including John Dramani Mahama, and we say a best mine, ya in ye daddy, same fee, a drone, which you know. You say, yes, Uncle, no more best school. PT is in PT meetings, you know. You say, my friend PT, but my friend PE, Parents Association, where you teacher for night day, Ephraim. Almost say teachers for no more ideas in here. And for ma, and he, Omuko see I know. As some Mokanyina and say, she say, Colana best school, tea, and I saw chef D. Now, about secondary school, and ne, Mampeni Mahama Daruma, ne resetting agenda now, or the Bregana for no. About the education sector now, and ne oba eku school, or Daruma, Pisika, or the better Diania, Obedi. Aduane ni ho ma e de be man kwala no. Secondly, yes we mo ba mo fa maka na e de chiro board so no. Yeah. Omo ba akola bia fa ba ako at least. So we scan obet me at 5, obet me at 10 turn fa ma akola no fa nko. Minim se abanda da na breso na chalk eni ho no ma e be use no. Say o ma ye resetting, o ma upgrade. E say no ye de ko maka. Nti wo ba ekɔ school atomaka ma no na fa nko. Now the immediate no, it has to do with and then insurance. One more much taxis, one more much trotro, one more much cargo cars, private cars, no insurance, no third party, ne comprehensive need. The account in an Mampeni Mahama Daruma, and ne 10 to 15% increment. Yeah, they assume the Magana for, and the Tosu Bima or Maya. I almost say you here and see a winning na. Say no 2 boots no. Sikadada na ye gigine say omu introduce no mass to tum e dia magana for say we nyina no as part of the resetting agenda eye beboa ama ye nyina no so about to na ekoto ye no asunsun sanso no ye nyina no ye ni ayeden age ho na ofa mi wure mu no ye be ma Ghana 40 ni me biase e we kroma no say 19 na me bo abaso adwuma no why ache the experience no ye ta honom Uchi should be room say, na no ye ko senchi o. Na no ye ko senchi no. Ekusi sen. And ade ba kwa me wan me tia nim say amenti ase ne say. Ye nuanom ndisi for ye campaign no. Omu ye an economic manifesto. Omu di yura finance minister atufo sen eto ano ye nkasamafo. Baby ndisi amayuko ni beduru bia no. Problems are almost free said NPP they were talking about it. Was say and those problems ninti. Yanko twabam fenti NPP aban. Inti kenne yenya konya. Na say nipa na or nama no yes spokesperson for the economic NDC policies no. Ya yen finance minister ya jina tum wa say adwuma sia. anka saa nsɛm na ɔkeka ayɛ no nyɛ no ho adwuma na ɔkɔ akɔyɛ na sɛ ɛyɛ akɔ akɔyɛ te sɛ nea woka ɛsɛ nkyinaa no nkurɔfoɔ bi a wɔn bua ndc yɛnya baabi amfo amo anhyɛ anaasɛ yɛnya baabi amfo mo nhyɛ no ɛneɛ yɛnya te sɛ yɛbɛyɛ biribi te sɛ economic dialogue na yɛmfa saa nkɔfoɔ no nto ano ɔva me ne wo mmienu yɛ tax yɛbisa aban no adwuma no ɔde ahyɛ wɔn nsa no aban adwumayɛfoɔ ne public workers teacherfoɔ wɔn mu akeka ho wɔn yɛ aban adwuma mampani ma se ahokyerɛ wɔn anim nti wɔntumi ntoɔma ketuam adeɛ a na MPP aban no pɛ sɛ wɔyɛ no in the last quarter of 2024 mampene ama MPP aban anyɛ nyame adom yɛtɔ aba na ma boom wobaeɛ a wɔsɛm a wɔka kyɛ Ghanafoɔ nyinaa ne sɛ wotumi nyɛ because economy nyɛ ne nyɛ ɛnyɛ sɛ economy ne nyɛ deɛ a why do we create this dialogue na yɛde mpanifoɔ atoto ano sɛ saa mpanifoɔ no ɔmo ba bɛ organize you ɔmo bɛ organize sɛ region bia ɔmo bɛkɔ bia hotels ɔmo bɛda aduane ɔmo bɛdi allowances ɔmo bɛtua sitting per diem ɔmo bɛgye taxpayers esika nso say ɔman na yɛde hyɛ wɔn nsa no sika nim nti me no atwitwe maso kakra atwitwe maso paa in addition to that nti wonim sɛ ɔman na yɛde hyɛ wɔn nsa yi na sika nim ɛna wo si e-levy no wobɛyie firi hɔ adeɛ de sika brɛ ɔman no covid levy no wobɛyie firi hɔ adeɛ de sika brɛ ɔman no emission levy no wobɛyie firi hɔ adeɛ de sika brɛ ɔman no betting tax no wobɛyie firi hɔ adeɛ de sika brɛ ɔman no nti ene all these issues and challenges no you knew about it ɛna wogyina so ɛbɔ ntoa ka kyerɛ Ghanafoɔ sɛ woba wobɛtwam ama Ghanafoɔ wɔn yɛ den atɔ nti nka ne no economic dialogue bɛn biem nkɔmɔtwitwie bɛn biem nti nnuanom ndisifoɔ no yɛ mampani ma ka kyerɛ Ghanafoɔ sɛ they don't know the challenges in this country in terms of the economic sector na don't they know? They know. Nti yɛbɛsrɛ ɔmo paa ɔmo mbɔ ɔman no sika ho ban sɛdeɛ ɔno ankasa preachi ya sɛ yɛayɛ sika no sei yɛayɛ ne sei no yɛbɛsrɛ no yɛde nyame di pankyɛw ɛna let's get these things right nipa a wapa wɔ mo no they are organizers whether they are in depth in economic matters or not they are organizers they are going to organize the program and get the opinions of people omo baji amanfo adwen they are not going to be the implementers omo wia recommendations and omo de bema government na ye bisew recommendations na adwenkyere na omo gege na omo de bema aban no aban said ye ko senchi no wofa aban wo de be ye adwuma na
to say be much ado about nothing.
No, we see lawyer can be say na ye part of the social contract 120 days no. With all things being equal, I was for they say when achievement back 14 days were creating cabinet.
When you say as a nation, or see any BB say a body be a better say. Na every MPP NDC Adwenkyere na Kenya national policy party be about management because at the back we dig Ghana in Japan say the two political parties now made main son since the Fourth Republic, you know. More agree on it. What being share on MPP education will be our said the opposite, no agriculture will be our said the person, no. And no nama we couldn't anymore. No, we have a faculty, no, we have a sano. When you say Brasso say, you know, be yan share back, say, I deal with the say, and this no power, MP no power, can say ya.
Over. That is one of the problems, sir. You say you need a single documenter. So whether say party A and as a party B or what adhere to us the views of the Ghanaian people. We don't have, and that is our challenge. But the issue now will be saying I'm a person me and on say you no NDC for yitie ensema o mo ka kire including the president we say untumi nto aban dwumayefo aketua mu untumi ntomo enfa ma wo mo because say sika enyoman nim. And I believe so over see a person amanfo adwen you would different ways and means are able to media or man adwen amanfo adwen amanfo opinions so of a mu nyina mo ho ye dwuma die beti me decide say o ebia bosumi ya ba besimi programs e be host to adwenkyere nyina na ye de amanfo adwen ye wi a Kessben beti me aboabo ano ye de akoma aban other media platforms that me ayom there and I say government with me create a platform say obi a wo views no obi a wo consensus bia just put it together and let the government have it dan say ye ba beti committee akonum tea akoje per dem akoda hotels akese ye say no say mo nyina say so mo beko those 16 regions ni nyina e wo say toland cruise ade ma mo nyina yes, and as Alan Christians near better Mumina, fuel like begum. Because they are going to move around the country. If that is the issue, and I said that's the means our mother collect a month for visa. Because want to mean trunk crime. Now on a month for Abjin free upper east. To mean trunk crime, a month for Abjin free upper west. And I saw a mobile core and as women a car crime, whichever way it may be, we are going to spend taxpayers' money on this economic dialogue we are baby. And as I say, I mean, no tea when we say, I point you. But Sika, a buying a cha, a dear mass amping for his own fanyaduma, and I don't cancer Ghana for. I believe, say, I point you, my dear Juma Somonsa, within these 220 days, social contract. Yama Ghana frontier say. Sika say, or mine Sika say, metika of a witty hay, loyalty hay, taxpayers Sika. Do say na ye dey more mo so mo fa nya adwuma ebema at the end of the day recommendations bia o mo dey ba abonten no we might be forced to make sure say the government of the day will implement it based upon the investment I dey rasa dialogue we man.
Okay, lawyer,
we say NPP as a party because of the nature of formal leaders it's they are used to a certain style. I would say Okasa Obewi no say Mahama at committee or more Babe Toland Cruises near dear.
Oh, no patrol.
Or see a more Molan Cruises.
Oh, okay, that was a team. As one can say, they are coming to collect the views of people. So if they are going to move around the country, they will need a means of transport. Only here fuel, only here baby and then is our lodge EB. They're going to sleep in big hotels.
I don't make sure say because say NPP as a party because of my leadership, my used to a certain style. It's more junior say Biane say, Yenya president Akufo-Addo for the past 8 years na kunya da land cruiser. Akufo-Addo 8 years na kunya da land cruiser mu fuel go up and down. Yenya NPP mpenifo mo ko Congress baby no for baby e may be Korea confirm e ho de menko it they are used to that. Say nyina ya behwa His Excellency John Dramani Mahama ba is Ghana for kasa ni nua jet e no de nam onua ni nua private jet ni nua private jet no cost ben e de ba Ghana for so ye nyina ya behwa His Excellency John Dramani Mahama ba ya onam onua ni ka ne Land Cruiser no use it's a hokra de mi nua menko ho say mo used to a certain kind of leadership mo say Ghana for sika edi esika de da hotels akese a mo nka mo nu asem but seba NDC ne His Excellency John Dramani Mahama mo ma Ghana for enhwe no mo anka sanjaji between the two parties and their leadership it a hokra de menko ho afi no ka say economic yi na enko fa hwe mani ade da ben ye pa ye friend say ato force say on be finance minister ye ne kran che ato force say Ghana for nyina nya reshimu say ne first budget or the Beko Parliament, I'm a Ghana for Yenina Yehuno. Those obnoxious taxes are NPP for the Begu Yekom. I'm a levy. So be transfers come out, no one fan to here. Now transfer back and forth. Can it miss that? Wabra unto Bia. I'm a Ghana for whom you're chere. Betting tax in your just a tax I hold on the Begu Yekomwa. NDC are buying. I say your first budget about a year from my home. But me blame you because so we share NPP nature na Omono, they are good at inciting Ghanaians against a certain kind of leader. Leader of a Ghana, no? So who trace it back in history from Nkrumah time to now. NPP, they are good at inciting. But me make sure me say early days. Early days. So the economy, no, His Excellency at committee. Ye dialogue. Ye be nioma. Ye first budget be bontin. Me person me say share me new ha.
Okay.
No say akika san say we ayi den. Actually, me make sure Ghana for say Ghana for enya butrenya reshiemu. Enya GDA wa His Excellency John Dramani Mahama say early days. Barely 1 month. Yenya butrena GDA omunya de to abane buma His Excellency John Dramani Mahama no. Right. Obe deliver even beyond our own expectations.
That's it. Jimmy.
Of a Mr. Lawyer Kakra. The Okeka any nyina na ntina Ghana for no to abade TMPP for. So that is not a question. But the issue is that uti opposition no, you were speaking against the fact to say mampeni enyusu ye plane no of charter private jet. Into uba ye no is not say or man any plane be si wo. You will be si one ma etise unua de ne pepepe. So why are you not using it? That is a simple question. Again, Jubilee House one no want to mean ka say you need plane, you need Land Cruiser bia wo. E ye wo choice. And minim country bia obi be ye twamba ma obi mane be ye mampani a or the nua car and the functions or the nua plane and the functions. Whilst there are cars there, whilst there's a plane there. Now we will see what's a coup for the use our plane instead of so chatter. Into one no more kind and no natural say wait again. So if we say plane no in a good condition, say baby who could be able to meet the work of the and the confer never call. That's what that we are saying. Unsa some now can and ne akwa ba beden abepemo enti en yen come man yet to say oman no you need a presidential jet no you will be wo who opposition and now say e wo se kufo do twi sa plane no and na wonchi na o chata enti na wa ba
na okọ Kenya dey the Ghana presidential jet na ko e
and say Kenya na dey betumi akọ but other place no ko na dey na what dey wan fan ko that is the issue e wo say ye nyina na say man no ye ka ho asem
me ba chom 30 seconds me ho 30 seconds I say me nu dey be o me say point point I making say why na ma Ghana expenditure cost say we use plane and say we use new plane Akufo-Addo ye Ghana plane or His Excellency Akufo-Addo use Ghana plane Ghana ye ne bear cost charter plane so I den ye bear cost His Excellency John Dramani it we double cost to just Akufo-Addo dey enye den or the cabeto ye so but His Excellency John Dramani Mahama use new jet enye ye cost o use Ghana ye jet ye cost it in a way no na drink Ghana for metuma me nyi
baba o you soon in your jet a gift so
I know na me chose a gift in person me say
is there any free lunch anywhere
oh no yes in this case no
contract
no to unyanche wade
no me say is there any free lunch
yes free lunch baby
sir
yes America pay na free lunch
in economics
America pay na free lunch
but I say we afa check me dey and I'll go so our Kessben television so my message kakra na fire last pick na yemfa emre on the distortion of facts, the NPP government did not construct 13,000 kilometers of new roads. It's a fat lie and deception to state that NPP government constructed 13,000 kilometers roads. The total kilometers of new roads constructed is less than 280 kilometers. It only government Abuja one kind of cray. Abuja says 673. Also say 280. The why the any because we know Abuja when you handle over news anyway. Your opinion ti ebefana sana yako ye nim. Moving on. Good evening, boss. We the unemployed graduates are still waiting for the president and the minister for youth and employment. NPP should be open in finding the deep root cause of their big loss. This is Uncle Abed from Fade. Okay. Luckily, she was sitting next to me. You came to talk to Dr. Omane. She suggested you go back and vet the nominee. Your response was, we will not vet him today. You guys haven't seen anything yet. She replied, you are a micro-minority. What can you do? Then he said, you call me micro-minority, I will deal with you in public. She answered, who are you to deal with me? It is therefore a big lie that you did not provoke her. Sisi Yaya Koku. Okay, Commander Nelson, I would be a brain anyway, but who knows social media so we brain anyway. Good in your far. All MPP members should shut up and allow NDC to manage this country. Common NAPCO arrears you couldn't pay. Please allow NDC and JDM to bring back development to Ghana from Alexia. Concerned citizens go. So, good evening. I'm Michael from Chira. The tester from Chira is a liar. Can he give us the year MPP started constructing a road? Even MPP finished the late at Mills on Finished Road before starting their 2019. Wofa Kofi, watching you live from Asante Jabe, please tell Lawyer Chapman to speak for some of us who have not graduated. Our theses have been on a KNUSC SJS platform since November, and Lord Lecturer IT officer is approving it for us. Don't even pick our calls. Your mates are frustrated. Talk on our behalf. Lawyer, we will send part. Good evening, Kessben. You are doing a great job. Give it up. My name is Danny. In fact, the day I was happy in my life was the day Amir and Bafowa lost their seat at Sunyani East and West. I'm still enjoying my happiness, right? Wofa, see the arrogance of some women. This woman lacks household wisdom and insight. Collins from Wemfie. Okay. Good evening, Wofa. I'm Anthony Barkwao, aka as well, Annan for Asin North constituency. We thank God for seeing how arrogant and vigilantism the NDC are. But we, the people of Asin North constituency, are still expecting His Excellency JDM to appoint Honorable Jim Jachekwe as minister, as he said in the by-election and the 2024 general election. Greetings to Honorable Clement Tupoku Jemfi. Okay, ministers in the area sound say I can't deputies no. We can do a bed drop. Good in your far. Oboba Kilibobo at Oboba Kilibobo Fasha Gogo. Oboase Santiachim North. Mr. President, we want. I think we want to write we want. We want Honorable Peter Abbey as MC in our municipal. Good work, MP Ohene Kwame Frempong. Good evening, Mr. Host. Teacher Desmo from Manso Aprapon. The Doomso has come again. Oh, Ama Ghana. Okay. Good evening, Mr. Host. I'm Sulemana from Tamale. My humble opinion is that Nanado's historic chair he was moving around with when he was the president should be allowed to be kept in the museum because it is Ghana's property, and to allow many who want to see the sort of chair it is and will also generate some income to the state through tourist sector. Good evening, Wofa. Please, can you ask the NDC man to tell the youth when will the NDC government scrap the betting tax and the e-levy? Greeting Dr. Gideon Boakon, MP Tano North from Razak Boma 18 and I'll do a free buy, okay? Please, why is the NPP man not talking of the National Cathedral and Pualugu Dam, but rather NDC? Ask him for me, please. Charles Cry from Sunyai West Chira. Okay. Good evening, Wofa. I am Prince from Bogoso, Western Region. Please, my point, the then NDC government went to Sinchi for economic recovery, yet they couldn't utilize the outcome. Due to that, the good people of this nation gave NPP 8 solid years, yet worsened our economy. Yet they were claiming that they've done well than any government in this country. I want them to know that the records are there to judge. They must put in mind that their style of propaganda is archaic. So they should give us a break. Good people of Ghana are praying His Excellency Mahama will deliver. NPP remain in opposition for 12 years and above. Simple. Good evening, Wofa. I am Elder Kwesi Safo. Please, with greatest of respect to fellow Ghanaians, let's forgive the woman and pray for her. The MPP mind is confused about the discussion. Wole Moses from Kokwa Sampa. I think you came and you have come again. Ghanaians, let's be vigilant. Those NDC people, the committee will not bring anything to us. Gabi from Bole Bamboy. Good evening, Wofa. Ibrahim Mahama Claire Koli Lagoon for free, but at the end of the day, it was better even if he charged us. Okay, please tell Lawyer Chapman to speak for some of. Okay, I think I read this one. Chapman, talk on our behalf. We need graduates from my word, lawyer. Good evening, Wofa. My respect for the NDCMP just shut up. West insult. I think this one too. We've read it. Okay, come up with a new one. Now the other but now the baby higher. Right. Yeah, Brandon T. Wait 3 minutes. 3 minutes. Not even Jimmy. So after 7 years of trial, Dr. Steven Ukuni and Alaji Sedu Agogo are free.
Yeah.
Attend general manager say a buying interest of case Nubio to a drop of charges in Ghana. Can we fight corruption? Because you're a cheap politician, be a NDC for Becca witch hunting. See a cheap MPP near almost Becca witch hunting. What do you have to say?
Over with the main case lawyer waha. And to me, sure say on the bed dive so much deeper. But the long and short run of the whole matter, no one wakan say a banya or bar no say project as all bar becono. If I see bisa say or the akusi say, because when him say abuga pele ne the other issue on one assassin and assisiano or say only interest be a woman. Fine, or wait me a clear one. But yeah, so within the first few days of the NDC and you are John Dramani Mahama, at least, why yes some clearance kakra. Ghana for being hunun yeah then a wahonum. Now going forward, you know, you knew no more almost so far those acts, no, from those sectors, no, say we can udia koko. Na ya di nsuo gu ade mu dia bro say fertilizer fa kogu mfudie so na dia mo complain ya e wansem sorry den no ene I believe say the way our city asom the way our bisi afa asem ne bia no it's up to them to also judge the government of the day. Na yasre say fighting corruption no, it shouldn't just be lip service. See and one say by you yebeko project say by yebeko ketache say ni afidie yinya 2 minutes we are na afidie ye clearance no. I believe say that shouldn't be the case. Na mesre womo ankasa no administration we are aba no enkoye te say ye baba be ye witch hunting na ye follow nipa na at the end of the day no one say bibia en free money den emba
one more much say one more court in NDC for say political witch hunting. So here we move 7 years. Kisa to force mudi a koya confirm Court of Appeal ija womo. They say NDC swaba the operation cover all lootaba. You almost one line up. Near my MPP abemu penifwaya almost do court. There's a party biano. This will for bem. Tell opposition in the bar of a chin Crawford because said the prescription in Asha General and Sanintino. So, who are Bemu dia, Unipebia and your bonnet. Baufra Bemua, not Bano or Banner himself crop wire bonnet.
For that,
about so lawyer. Can we make a headway? Wait me up any
headway, dear with Mamiki. It was a catastrophe prayer. No, a dear beer, Yenina, a bonjo so. And I think, say, the Abbey, Upunis case, no. But mankind much about it, sir.
Commenting 7 years in
oh no, I said
I'm sorry,
no prosecute, no, they are discontinued.
I buy in interest will be you. And no, I don't know. Message is now ready, you know. Now, Obi Bisa say, the bene betting tax and any 11, no. And this year by NBA. So I think say Emra Honorable Ato Force in a university, no my United say first budget or the Beko Parliament, no. I think say Obe make sure say betting tax and any 11 no every month. Nipa no bisa sa question no. Yen hwe ni mu say first but can we fight corruption?
Oh, corruption dey better fight
corruption. Fight corruption.
Oh, say
when government no obi e no fon so won nkrofo ho. This a power ni change asa.
Corruption dey better fight. I think say one of the ways ni say you best strengthen state institution, court, remember that independent, special prosecutor, CCISC, your friend say oral. So institutions in the committees near say more that maximum independence constitution na grant here. I think so bet me I be for corruption. But in situation whereby constitution any other friends say rules as state say also more independent. Na interference be abemuni ade de be yedin. Nti e bon pa say going forward no ye be grant you nyina that independence more my adwuma.
Right. Appointment no omampani gusora oche. Ti wo hwa na from say bra Jubilee House na Plaza House na che say wakwa akwaje odie. Honorable James Kluge Afeji ono ena no ye chairman of the Public Account Committee or 8th Parliament no mampani abondin say acting Commissioner General Securities and Exchange Commission is taken over from Reverend Alfred Ugbami, Securities and Exchange Commission. Onuna Okwakoda no, Honorable James Kluge Afeji. Afe Honorable Hannah Bisiu. Honorable Hannah Bisiu. Sir, honor that's why I'm women organizer. Yes. Yeah. And also a administrator, acting administrator of the District Assembly Common Fund. And also the pusa. I drop on no. Selewa Ubia edge in the it may take 1 minute, 2 minutes. Lawyer.
I think 1 minute ready. The mechanic say Ghana phone na early days.
Resetting the Koyi.
Resetting the Koyi pa. It's Ghana phone na anya regime His Excellency John Dramani Mahama mo. Say edwuma na mo da hye ne nsa no obeye ne ye. Na afi so me de aka na ye nchi. Amechia me maame. Honorable Betty Modidrisu. Baby obi amechia no. Yes. Yes. Na masia chia ya chairman na Kwesi. Na machia me 2 MPs. Honorable Wisdom Kujo Christian Honivale. Na masia chia Honorable Joseph Azuma Akrofrom. Akrofrom mai me chia mu nyina. Honorable Joseph Azuma ebeye adwuma na yeden. Amamo masia chia ya chairman Gariba. Na me free hon so a ma ba be chia me ne me papa Mr. Mrs. Ziga baby amu obi amechia mo. Me da mase.
Jimmy.
Of DC no. Am say public universities no. Say University of Ghana crowd my demonstration kese power campus etia John Dramani Mahama say do campaign no be defe omo to abade ma omo bem say omo bi school omo ba ye no omo hostel facilities ade nyina no ye pagya bo ni mu a enkola no ntumi ntua ye besere ano a ye de epe vote no enye saa ano na ye de bu aban nti ye mofre ya mo ko omo ho a mo ko defe mo dada omo ekoma omo 5 kg ni anwa ema mo to abade ma mo wie no ekwan sei na mo de omo befa so I believe say it's not right na yasa asere biem mampani Mahama say it's been consistent say aban bia ba easy commissioner teso no na obetu no na de ono nipa betena so say ofuri say he's for a change na eniema consistently akoso man mu a amanfo akasa raise your voice against it no you beat me asese bi the NC former make sure say the right thing is done for this country yema mi je mensa nyeden entra hodom allegations ne petitions are as so be ma insiaye so constituency fo nyina obi a wo insiaye so abato mpesua so a uti afidie no edincha sonkon edemom nyina medas.
Right, we see a statement a free environmental protection agency ho aba na omasem omo kan say a call to cease mining activities in and around water bodies obia no environmental protection agency for che so mra no say omo de ye adwuma o say eboye nsuo nyina ho ban eno nti e free nyame ya no ochara ekro EPA in conjunction with Ministry of Environment, Science and Technology, Minerals Commission, Water Resources Commission, and the security agencies, on be crack it down. More modern FDC water bodies. Shamfa for crown no more. Do tinsu no so. Do sinsu no so aksa. No mu tunsu no. Sir. Okay. And so video near 2020. James for say EPA this time round. Obetima boa. Now Honorable Kofi Appiah say obete water gas. Nya soja fo bio. Ye the water gas and the bebo yin so no ban. Ye for the last time. Sa feed in soon and beti amayen. If he say areho. Se kweni kwafu mu a. O senso kure de good nefu ase ne ye. Yes what the abobo ya. Ha abobo ya bubu nso go ekofo gallon mu frifie. Na de akwa ku spray nefu so. How? Di Ghana de na pese ye hwen. Menim se nyina beboa. Emma Sade yetu eso esa. Abajafo no ndi dwuma ene enye lawyer Chapman Ziga oka NDC legal team ho Ashanti region. Jimmy Wachiansa, a director of research and election MPP Ashanti Regional Communication Team oka ho Akuya PSA asarbedi akon ona hye dwumadi enyina so ede emaye nwumre Seth Wilson ono enhwe director medin ede Kofi Appiah onyame yadwo a brofo ebe se hye mobio yakramo